Next thing we want to talk about is the importance of leveling and what leveling actually means. With leveling, what we're doing is we're going to have them get into normal batting stance, and what I do is I have their back elbow down by the rib cage. The front elbow's got a nice little bend in it. Knocker knuckles are lined up, and I'm just going to have them set up just like so. And what we're going to do is we're just going to have them let the bat head drop level just below the hands. So all I want you to do is just have them turn and let that bat head drop down right in here. Players need to feel this because most of them want to go down this way to the ball. What we teach is a leveling process that occurs, and you'll notice that this front elbow will weather vane up, back elbow stays right at the rib cage right in here. So for this drill, just have them work on leveling this point right in here.
Leveling occurs when the bat head levels out lower than the hands, and what we want our players to do is let that bat head drop. So get them into a good athletic stance starting position, have them grab the bat, line up their knocker knuckles, create strong locked wrists. A lot of times I will have them tuck their back elbow down here by the rib cage. Some players naturally migrate that elbow up a little bit. Again, that's a tough one. As long as they can get the elbow down into the rib cage, I let them go with it. But when I'm working with new players, I will put them in this position right in here. Make sure there is a bend in this front elbow, and all they're going to do is they're going to let that back drop down. They're just going to level it out. They just have to isolate this movement right in here. I want them to isolate it and see what's controlling the bat. Let the bat head drop down to level. And again, we're talking about covering the top of our zone, so the barrel's just below our hands. See how the barrel drops down here? This is the process. It happens in the wrists. It's not loose, flippy wrists. It's nice and controlled. And the front elbow is going to work up a bit, just a touch, just enough to let the bat head drop down. Leveling. Have them experience this. They have to feel this. This is new for most players. Most players want to attack the ball from here down here. We want to attack the ball from here. We want to drop that bat head down behind the ball and work up through the ball. The only way we can do that is by letting the bat head give way and lower. You will see how this works together and how that is put together in the drills shortly, but for right now, just break it down, put a bat in their hand, have them get in an athletic stance and do nothing but level. Just like that. Now, a variation that I often use is the heel-toe drill and leveling simultaneously. So how the heel-toe drill works is they're going to drop their front heel, and as they drop their front heel, they're going to level, and they're just going to go back and forth between dropping the front heel and leveling. And you'll see that just a little tiny shift of the weight as that front heel goes down, the energy comes out of the backside. So we're going to incorporate this heel-toe drill into leveling. As the front heel goes down, bat head drops, weight's shifted right there. And it's just a subtle movement, nice and simple, nice and controlled. It's a controlled movement. Heel drop, heel toe, and leveling. Heel toe and leveling. Depending on the age of your players, depending upon whether or not leveling is difficult for them, this is something that you can incorporate into your training system altogether, or you can use it as needed. But it's definitely a helpful tool that I use frequently with my players, and you'll see them if you ever see one of my kids in a game. in the on deck circle, you'll see them doing heel toe, you'll see them doing leveling, you'll see them paint the path, all these controlled movements. And this is just a really good drill for them, just to kind of get the feel for letting that bat head drop. And as they do it, their weight is shifted just slightly up into that front side. Heel toe, leveling.